Hello everybody, it's the Cheerful Tram here, and today I'll be showing you how I made this Better View for Gordon diorama. Now, in my last video I made this custom Trackmaster Gordon, and if you're interested on how I did that, you can check out that video, I'll link it below. Now, I had always planned to make a station display for this Gordon, which is of course what I have here today. This is a model of Kirk Ronan's station as seen in the iconic Season 5 episode. So let me take you back and I can show you how I made this thing. And I'll be making most of this out of foam, so let me get some of this here foam cut and I can show you kind of what my plan is. Here's the base I cut out, and this is where the track and also the station platform is going to go. And I'm real quick going to cut some little ridges in this. And these are going to be super helpful when I attach the walls. I can just cut holes in the walls and then slot them into these little tabs here. So let me just cut out the other walls and then you can kind of get a better idea of what this diorama is going to look like. Here are all the pieces I cut, and I should just be able to assemble these using some of this school glue here. Alright, here's what I ended up with, and you can really see what my plan for this is now. Back here is going to be where the station platform goes, and then right here will be the wall that Gordon breaks through. Before I attach that wall though, I need to fix an issue here. You can see that when I put Gordon on here, it kind of sags the foam in the middle a little bit, so I just need to put some sort of support under here to hold him up a little bit more. Well, that's looking a lot better now. You can see it doesn't sag at all, which is great. So I'll just go and cut out the front wall piece. Here's the piece I've cut out, and I've marked out this area of roughly the shape where I need Gordon to stick through. So I guess I'll just try and cut that out, and I'll try and make it look like rough and messed up. I'm gonna use the knife, but I won't be very gentle with it because I don't want this to be like a super smooth line. We want it to look like it's cracked and like it was an accident. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Gonna rip these pieces off, but I will attach them again later. They might be, they might look cool. Oh yeah. Hey, that's perfect. Perfect size. Now I've gone ahead and cut the holes in the wall and glued it in place, so I think now will be a good time to start painting this thing. And this should be a pretty easy paint job for now. I just need to paint all the walls in the tan beige color, and I'll paint the walls on the interior as well. Now I don't have a paint that's exactly the right color, so I'm just gonna mix one using some of this tan and some of this white. I need to make another mix of paint because I already ran out painting just these two walls. I haven't even finished the interior yet. And when I do that, I'm going to try using one of these little foam rollers so it hopefully removes the brush marks that you can kind of see on there. Here's our finished paint job, and I don't think it looks too bad. The big issue though is these tabs on the side and also on the corner, but fortunately I have a fix for that. If you'll notice, the real station has this brown trim that runs across the sides of it, so I'm going to use that here to cover up the tabs. And to make this trim, I'll just be using some of this card paper, which I've printed brown. Alright, this is starting to look really nice now. We've got the nice trim and this little roof thing at the front, and I've gone ahead and painted the sides on the back as well. Now there are two things left that I need to do. I need to make a roof and install it here, and I also need to fill out the inside of the station with the track and the station platform, and I think I'll do that first. Now I've cut out these foam pieces, which once I paint them and attach them will form the base of our platform. These need to have a brick texture on them. This is looking pretty good, and for the top of the platforms I'll be using the printed cardstock paper again. Here's the sheet, let me just get them cut out real quick. Alright, that's looking a lot better with the station platform in there now, and before I add the roof, I'm real quick gonna put down some ballast here. I've got one last thing to go on the interior. I cut out this piece, which I'm going to glue up here. Scratch that, I'm also going to hang up these posters and put up these little supports just so this back wall isn't as boring. There we go, that looks a lot better now. With the interior completed, all I have to do now is make the roof, and I'll be making it using a mixture of foam, tape, and some cardstock paper as well. Here's the piece I cut out for the roof. Let me get it painted real quick. And then for the glass windows in the middle, I'll just be using some of this packing tape here. Now this looks pretty good on the front, but it doesn't look very good on the back, so I'm going to cover this area up with some more of that printed cardstock paper. Alright, this is looking good, so all I gotta do now is glue this in place and put Gordon back in there, and that should be this diorama fully completed. So there you go, there's our completed Better View for Gordon Trackmaster diorama, and I have to say, this thing just turned out amazing. I love how accurately it captures the episode, and I think having the outside crash and the full interior really gives it such a fun look. Just for fun, here it is next to my Toby and the Flood diorama, and this is just so cool. 2 of the best Season 5 episodes, side by side in diorama form. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me make this. I always enjoy making these models, and I definitely like to make another one sometime soon. I think maybe one with Percy could be fun. He's got a lot of accidents to choose from. But with that all said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!